Hi all! Do you guys want to know how to create an employee in Odoo 18? Come with me. Welcome to Cybros's Odoo 18 tutorials. So today in this video, let me teach you how to create an employee record. So as soon as an employee has been hired, the next thing we do is to create a record for that person. Here this record includes information like the general information, the accounting information and so much more. So let's move on to the video and see how it works. So here is a breakdown of how to create a new employee record. For that, navigate to the employee module. So here is the employees. And then you have all the pre-created employees here in the card view. So different other views are also available. Here you have the list view, the activities, graph view, pivot view, and also the hierarchy. So we are going to create a new employee. For that, click on the new button. And it will open a blank employee form. So here for the employee, you have a lot of information like the employee name, the details, the resume, the work information, the private information, settings, and so much more. Okay, so let's begin. First of all, I'm going to name the employee. So let the name be John. And here you can specify the job title. So I'm putting him under sales manager. Okay. And then you can specify the work email of the employee. So any work email. So I'll just put john@sample.com. So that's the email. Then you have the work phone, work mobile number. Here you have the option to add tags for the employee. So you all know why tags are added. Okay, so tags are basically added to, relevant tags have been added to the employee's profile so that it can be easily identified. So I'm putting sales as he's a sales manager. I'm putting sales for him. So let it be there. Then you have the department under which he comes. Okay. So I'm putting him under the sales and the job position. As you can see, it's sales manager. So I'm going to create a new one. Okay. And then the manager and the coach comes automatically based on the department which we select. So let it be there. Okay. So you can, even if he is not the manager, you can select the manager from the drop down. Okay. And then you have the coach. So you can select the employee's coach as well. So if applicable, okay. And then you have the resume tab. So before that, you have the company tab also. Okay, so you have to choose a company to which this employee belongs to. That is, you have to select the company the employee belongs to, or you can create a new one. Okay, so by default, it will be the logged in company. Then you have the resume tab. So here you can add the resume. Okay, so you can add the employee's work history, education, and other relevant experience. So if you want to create a new entry, click on create a new entry. Here you have to specify the title. So enter the title of the experience. So I'll put as sales manager. Okay, 2-year experience. Okay, and then you have the type, but you have to select the type of experience. So I'm putting it as experience. Then you have the display type. So you have to choose how the experience should be displayed, whether it's a classic mode, certification and all. So let it be classic as I've chosen experience over here. So you can put education, anything can be given over here like social media, side projects and all. So let it be experience itself and let it be classic. Then you have the duration. So you have to enter the start and end dates of it. Okay. So any start and end date can be provided over here. So I'll give some random number. And you have the option to add description for this. So you have to provide details about the experience. And once it's done, you can save and close it over here. So here is the experience which has been added. Currently, he is here. And for the previous 2-year experience, he was working here. So you can give it based on the number of experience you are providing over here. Okay. And if you want to add more, you can simply click on add over here. The same thing will come, which is to add a new resume line. Okay, you can specify the things over here. And then if I'm adding education, so I'll put studies, classic, and the duration I am giving it as 4th of November to February 27th. Random date. Okay, save and closing it. So you can see studies under education, studies has been added, and experience, this has been added. So that's how you add resume lines. And then you have the skills. Okay. So if you click on pick a skill from the list, you have the option to select the skill type. So you can select the skill type like language, marketing, technical skills, or whatever it is. So I'll put language, and then under the skill, you have to specify the you have to specify a particular skill over there. So for language, I'm putting English. And then you have the skill level where you have to choose the employee's proficiency level for that skill. So I am putting the proficiency level to C1, 85% knowledge in English, saving and closing it. So multiple skills can be added over here. It can either be a language, a technical skill, or whatever it is. Okay. So that's how you add a resume lines and skills towards the employee. Next, you have the work information tag where you have the location, the approvers, the organization chart, then you have the schedule and the planning. So here under the location, you have the option to select the employee's work address. So this is the work address. By default, it will take the address of the company we specified. Then you have the approvers. So you have to define who approves the employee's expense, time off, and time sheet. So that can be chosen from here. I'm putting Michelle admin for all. Okay, and let it be marked demo. Then you have the schedule. Okay, so here under the schedule, you have to select the employee's working hours and time zone. So by default, we have one, let it be there. And then you have the planning where you have to assign roles to the employee for the project planning. So roles can be assigned from here. So I'll just put it as management. Okay, so the default role will come here as the management. So that's it. That's the work information. And here you have the organization chart where you can see under which person this person will come. Okay, so this is the CEO, Michelle Admin. Under Michelle Admin, we have the marketing and community manager. And the sales manager comes under this marketing manager. So that organization chart can be seen there. Next, you have the private information tab. So under the private information tab, first you have the private contact. Okay. So under the private contact, you have the private address option. So you have to enter the employee's personal contact information, bank account details, and other private information over here. So you can specify the private address of this person, private email, phone, bank account number, homework, distance, how many kilometers he have. So I'll just put 10 kilometers. If we have a car, you have to specify the car's number plate, the private phone number. I've specified a number. And the private email can be given here. So John P at sample.com is what I'm specifying as the private number. And here you can give the address. John Villa. You can choose a street. Street 1. City can be chosen, or either you can select a state from here. So a state is chosen over here. Zip code can be given, and the country can also be chosen. Okay. So that's how you do it. And then you have the emergency as well as the family status. Okay. So emergency is where you can add the emergency contact information. So in case of emergency, who to contact, and that person's name can be specified here. Then you have the family status. So this is the family status. So here you can specify the marital status as well as the number of dependent children. So if he is single, then dependent children will be 0. If he is married, you can give the spouse name, okay, the spouse birth date and the number of children. So I am putting this person as single. And then you have the, here you have the citizenship, where you have to specify the nationality and all. That is, you have to provide information about the employee's citizenship and nationality. So the country can be chosen from here. The identification number, that is the ID number, the SSN number, passport number, gender, birthday, place of birth, and country of birth. So each and every detail about the employees should be specified here under the private information tab. So in case of emergency or any other things where we require all these data, you can easily access it from the private information. And finally, you have the education as well as the work permit. So under education, you have to enter the employee's education history. So the certificate level, whether he's a graduate, a bachelor, master, doctor, whatever it is. And the field of study, you can choose it from here. So I'll put commerce. The school also can be specified here. Then you have the work permit. So if applicable, you have to enter the work permit details. And if you have a work permit, you have to upload your file over here. That's the private information. And you have the settings tab over here. So first of all, you have the status. So here you have to select the employee type and link to a related user account. So employee type can be employee, contractor, whatever it is. Let it be employee. And then you have the related user. Only if applicable, you have to specify the related user. Otherwise, just leave it. If you want to create a related user, you can click on create over here and then create a user. So this is the user I'm creating. The name of the employee, saving it. And that person is added as the related user of the employee. So it's exactly the same person. Okay. Then you have the application settings. So here you have to set the billing times, that is the billing time, target, hourly cost, and other applicable specific settings. So here I'm putting the hourly cost as $50. And then you have the attendance, the point of sale, and the manufacturing. So here you have to enter the PIN code and badge ID if necessary. So if this person has access to the POS and all, you can specify a PIN code or a badge ID for this person so that he can log into that using this particular ID. Okay, so I'm not specifying anything. And that's it. So here you have the documents. Okay, you can upload and manage employee related documents over here. And if any contract is there related to this person, that contract can be seen. The organizational chart is here. Okay, so where this person is coming and how many people are coming under this person and all can be seen easily from here. That is the organizational chart. And then you have the time off as well as the contact. So this is the contact which we added for the person. That is the user. Okay. And then you have the time off which is related to this particular employee. So by following these steps, you can create comprehensive employee records in Odoo 18. So streamlining your HR process and ensuring you have all the necessary information for each employee. So that's how you can easily generate an employee record. So that's how easily you can create a record for the employee. I hope that was clear for you guys. Thank you so much for watching and see you guys in the next video.